What's up, everyone? Welcome into the Token and the Truth. It's me, Lady Dre Renee, and our lovely man.
There you go,
Freddie.
man. It's your main man, Freddie B. We back once again, another
Love
Tuesday. I know
it.
how we get down. Now, everybody who was messaging me, asking me on CP time, all this stuff. No, it's just that we just be doing a lot. And I just cleared out my cookies on my computer because I was cleaning my computer up. So I cleared out all my cookies. So then when you do that, you gotta redo everything. Everything that just kind of just is automated, you gotta redo everything. And so I
Oh,
forgot.
that's right, you do. That's right, you do. And you have to redo your sign-ins and all the things, right?
Yeah.
Like
So
it
I
deletes everything.
Right. So I forgot I did that, and so I was like doing that. So that kind of helped me up a little bit. But we here,
That's
we
why
here.
I don't even my cookies. I should
Yeah.
though.
I was doing like some maintenance on my computer because my computer getting kind of old, so I need to replace my laptop. But before I just need to replace it, it's like little maintenance things you can do to keep your laptop up. So we did that.
Okay, amazing. Well, guys, we have an amazing show for you today, tonight, wherever you are watching from. Some lovely topics. Gosh, every week, I feel a little bit just sad about our generation. I do. I do. So today we'll be talking about a woman who breaks down what a woman brings to the table. I was very much enjoying this clip because I was like, thank you. Thank
Oh
you
yeah,
for
oh yeah.
listening
I get it's, and I can't wait for this clip because I was actually just talking to somebody about this 2 days ago.
about what a woman brings to the table
Of what
specifically.
the value of a woman to a man. I broke it down so succinctly. I was so in the pocket. It wasn't even me. It was like the Holy Spirit. It was like God was channeling through my body, talking, and she got done. She was like, "Wow, okay." So yeah,
Okay. Well, I'm very excited to hear. And then we have what's our other clip? I bring it to the table, not the IKEA table,
we
and
got
then a
we got the
lady.
one where she announced her divorce on Instagram, and the other chick who she got angry because dude like her.
Okay, that is not what that clip is about. I do understand her frustration, but I think that she's coming from it at the wrong place. And this is not the message we need to be sending out to the
I
youth.
mean, we,
We don't
we
need
I mean, I feel like one of those we're not gonna get to. So I'll let you choose which one we will get to. But those are two. Those
well,
are the other
since
two that we said that.
we're so hype about the woman with what we're bringing to the table, and you got some juicy Holy Spirit knowledge coming in. Let's
That'd
if
be
the
funny
Holy
talking to you a
Spirit
little
called
bit.
you, let's figure that one out. Let's go with that one first. So this woman said, "What am I bringing to the table?" Let's go. Freddie, are
Yeah,
you
let's.
playing it? Yeah, you do
Oh,
it.
okay. Hold on.
Yeah, because my computer's not giving today. It's just not giving.
Not giving. Okay, let me see. Do I
You
do
got
I
to
do
give
it?
storage.
I forgot. Bung bung bung
But yeah, while
bung.
Freddie's pulling it up, you guys, make sure you like, follow, subscribe, hit all those things. Support is free for the token and the truth. We appreciate you and all that you guys do. And we love hearing from you. And we've been a little MIA these days. Oh, Freddie, he's back. He's back. But yes, please like, follow, subscribe, get in the comments. Let us know what you're thinking. And I'm very excited to see what you guys think about this because this gender war is just it's ongoing. It's ongoing. It's nonstop, and everyone is just constantly at war with each other. And as I always say, I'm just so curious to see what this is going to look like in about 20 years if we just continue this. And I saw a statistic that said there will be more single people now over 40, like forever. That also could mean they're just not married. Because I did think about that, the statistic of people just not getting married. Nobody wants to get married. People are just like shacking up. And there's nothing wrong with that, but it does create an energy in our culture of independence that I think is going to be the
Let
future.
me keep going. Let me, because like I
Uh-oh.
said. So no, because I delete my cookies, and so I'm not logged into my IG to put it up
Because it
on here. So
okay, let me see if I can grab it faster.
hold
We'll
on, wait.
see.
Okay.
But my thing always cuts out when I do it. And so that's why we're going to try to see if Freddie can do it today. But yeah, so we're just going to be talking about, what this means. It's so sad. It's like I appreciate and I love the idea of, us all being able to be independent on our own, right? That's amazing. I love that for all of us. However, oh my God, it locked me out, Freddie. Whoa, what is going on here today? All right, guys, we may not be able to pull. No, we will. We'll be able to pull our clip up. But I think my computer locked me out as well today, which is kind of interesting.
All right,
Talk to
okay.
me.
I just
Okay,
had to. So I
Nico.
had to go to my IG. I had to go to my IG and then copy the link and put in my email, put it in the draft, so I can go to my email and then click the link to go to it.
Okay, well, we're live. This is what happens, people.
Yeah,
But we got
yeah. It was live TV, guys. And the thing is, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you guys comment. If you see something you want to talk about, feel free, let us know. And we got the link for you. If you're on our YouTube, make sure you're on our YouTube because we can see your stuff better and all that stuff.
Yes, make sure you do it on the YouTube. Ooh, Danielle. Okay, interesting thought there. Okay, Freddie left us, but that's okay. He's gonna come back and bring us. He left the room. Oh my God. Okay, he's back. He's back. Freddie B is back. We're gonna do it. But yeah, this gender war is it's too much. It's too much. Let's just like love each other. Is that too much to ask?
Yeah.
I was around some Gen Zers the other day, and everyone is the energy is just get your bag, F him, men ain't shit, women ain't shit. I mean, it's crazy and it's so thick. And if you talk about anything about being together, creating a family, one of the things that's so interesting about it is if you do have that energy, people automatically think you're, not to get into politics, but they think you're just this major traditionalist. And it's like, no, but also I think we need to think more about later in life and everyone's thinking about the right now. There was a great clip that we could probably show that too at some point when Jill Scott says to young women, think about your choices that you're making in your 20s because it is like, yes, live wild, live free. I'm all about that. I think there's a time and a place, like the Amish, a little rumspringa, a quick little rumspringa.
Who?
A rumspringa. Look it up, guys. Rumspringa. It's what the Amish do. They let people go out into the real world for a little bit and they can go do their thing. And then when they come back, and then they come back. Usually they come back. There's a reality show where people don't come back, but a lot of them go back because it's too overwhelming and they just want to stick to their values and it's easier with what they know. But yeah, everybody deserves a little rumspringa. But then we gotta, let's get back to like
A
loving each other.
rumspringa.
Freddie, I'm really surprised you haven't heard of a rumspringa. I'm actually very surprised.
I've not heard of a rumspringa.
I'm so
All right.
shooketh. You haven't heard of it. Okay, guys,
So
this is clip.
here's this clip. This girl, she's going in on bringing stuff to the table. Like, comment, subscribe. If you're not on our YouTube, go to our YouTube. Go to our YouTube. Go to our YouTube. Subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you can know when we pop on, when we're on, so you can hop in and drop your ideology on here. Check us. Check me. Check Drea, and just hop in and say whatever it is you want to say. But you gotta know when we on. And so subscribe on our YouTube. Hit the notification bell. All right, here we go. Oh, it's not on. It's muted.
Maternal instinct, homework help, business strategies, brainstorming sessions, KPI analysis, emotional and psychological support, so general therapeutic services, prayer, praise and worship, strong tower, a little some sweet pussy, and a podcast recommendation. So why is the table from IKEA?
We're gonna do it again. I'm gonna play this again.
One more time for people
bring to the table? Breakfast, lunch, dinner, maternal instinct, homework help, business strategies, brainstorming sessions, KPI analysis, emotional and psychological support, so general therapeutic services, prayer, praise and worship, strong tower, a little some sweet pussy, and a podcast recommendation. So why is the table from IKEA?
I mean, for real though, why is it from IKEA?
Bring to the table?
You're playing. Oh, I was like, I think we got it. Okay, so we'll let you go first, Freddie. Since
go ahead. I
think the Holy Spirit has to go first.
No, stop
the
it.
Holy Spirit call.
No. I mean, it sounds like you agree with this. So what did you want to?
Well, the reason I'm not really sure how you could disagree with what she's saying, especially a man who talks about valuing each other and filling each other's cups and all these things. So absolutely. The only caveat I will say to this is when you are beginning to date each other, now, are you showing up with all of these things on the first, second, third date? I don't No. I mean, I think some women bring some of these things, but when they say, oh, women just show up and then what are you supposed to do? But then they also want you to be feminine and not be too masculine and all these things. It's kind of like a double-edged sword, because you want us to sit back, be feminine, and do all these things, but then you want girlfriend qualities, but you're not treating us like girlfriends. And the thing about this is, these things that she's talking about are what women do. When you're showing up in a relationship and you're ready and you are open and you are ready to settle down. This is not stuff that girls are doing, little kids are doing, little boys aren't receiving this information. These are two grown people who are ready to be in a relationship. So you have to think about that. This isn't just across the board of like, oh, I'm going to go date somebody, and then everybody is at a high emotional EQ level, ready to show up and show up. Now, look, I will say not everybody gets into a relationship at that level, but when you do want to ride or die for someone, no matter where you are in your intelligence, you will go above and beyond, right? And you will bring whatever you need to do. And there are, and I've said this before on this podcast, there are a lot of women who will ride or die for men who are garbage. They are garbage and they will ride or die. And I've been one of those women before. And so it's like, when men do say, what do you bring to the table? I think this is absolutely right. All the support, all the love. And then men come at it from this more materialistic, more tangible things. And I get that, because a lot of women do want that. They want to be protected for, they want to be provided for, they want to be all these things. But I do think that it's a give and take, and everybody needs to show up and do their part. You can't just show up as a woman and say, oh, I'm pretty, I'm going to sit on the couch and do nothing. No, you have to bring, it's a relationship, it's a partnership. And I saw a video the other day where the guy was like, you know, who wears pants in the relationship or whatever, who's the financial breadwinner on the desirable truth. And this woman said, my husband, when we got together, didn't have a lot of money. He was going through school. I was the financial provider. And then the roles changed. And she said, at the end of the day, it's about a partnership. It's not necessarily about the money. We love each other and we made this work. Now, they got together very young. They were in college and kind of built their relationship together. And I still think that that's a beautiful thing. Not everybody agrees with that. And a lot of people are just like, a man needs to show up ready to go. There's so many things that you have to think about, so many variables that go into this. Where are they in their mindset? How old are they? Now, if you can show up in your 20s and do all this stuff, more power to you. I don't think that that is the mindset of most women these days of what she's talking about. What she's talking about is what a woman is doing. Somebody who's had some experience, somebody who really knows, somebody who's been taught. And we aren't being taught these things right out the gate. You're learning this after tons and tons of, bad modeling, and then all the songs we're listening to, all the messaging that we're getting on the internet. It's not great. It's not great. But when men say and show up, what does a woman bring to the table? I don't think there's a lie told here. There's not a lie told. Thank you, Freddie.
I mean, I think what you're saying is, yeah, if the messaging was starting at the house, like women perpetuating these types of things with their husbands, and husbands perpetuating it with their women, then you get it at the home, and then you come out the gate with it. So when you go out to the world, you already have a idea of what you should be expecting. So as a woman, you already know what to look for. You already know, like, okay, when a man is feeding you something, like, you know where it is, and if you have any questions or any slight understanding, like, I'm not really sure, then you have your dad to help you vet that man and bring him around him, or at least some uncles or some brothers, bring him around. They can tell you, like, yeah, nah, you good on that. And then as the woman, you gotta be like, okay, listen, heed that advice. A lot of women, they even if they have men in their lives, they help them vet, and they vet the guy, and it's like, yeah, that's a no-go. A lot of women will be like, no, but I love him, dad, but I'm gonna do, and they just run right over the counsel that an older man is giving them, and run right over it. And so the thing is that's the thing. And I know what you are dead set against women 23, 24, 25 getting out the game. I know you
23.
There you go. Like I said, I know you are dead set against it.
I'm not dead set. I just don't think it's realistic. I think you have more of this idealistic idea about this, and it just isn't. It's not what's happening, Freddie. It's not what's
You're
happening.
dead set against it. That's my point.
I'm not. Listen, if you can do it and it works, I think that's beautiful. But I think about myself at 23, Freddie, and what I know now. Like, yes, I would have changed some things, but the trajectory of people that are like getting married that young, and all of them that are getting divorced at 40, 45, because they're like, I don't even know what I was doing getting married that young.
Fred,
right?
You're dead set against it. Like, that's fine. Like,
I just don't believe in it. I'm not dead set though. If you're doing it and it works, I think that's amazing. I just think statistically it's not, I don't know.
Drea, you just
What?
said you don't believe in it. If a woman came to you like, hey, I met a guy and I think that's my husband, and she was 22, you would tell her, oh no, baby, no,
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 I would
stop.
not say that. I would say go in cautiously and think about who you're with. That's all I'm saying.
So,
I wouldn't say don't do it. I wouldn't say don't do it.
so here's the thing. Let me get to what this young lady said. So what this young lady said, she said a lot of stuff, and then most of it was word salad. That's the thing. Like we get into this place now.
Word salad.
A lot of people get into stuff and they just say a bunch of words, and people think like, oh, you're saying a bunch of words, that you're actually saying something when you're not. Like probably 60 to 70 of the stuff, 60 to 70% of the stuff she said, all is pretty much the same thing. Like it's all support. It's all support. So the thing is here, and she says sweet vagina. Like no, that is not. If you bring that to the table, thing is like I like, you know what? Like before we start this podcast, I used to do what is called same time, same day. I used to do fireside chats with Freddie B. And one of my episodes was titled "Vagina is Worthless." He is worthless. Your vagina that's on your body is worthless.
I am.
It's worthless.
What is happening right now? How are you gonna say my vagina is worthless?
It's worthless.
Okay.
Why does that have value?
No, I want to hear why it's worthless.
Okay.
Please.
Okay. I'm gonna tell you why it's worthless. How many women in the world? How many women? Wait, Drea. How many women other than you have a vagina?
What are you talking about?
You heard my question.
I mean, if you identify as a woman.
I'm gonna ask this one more time, Drea. How many other women other than you have a vagina?
Well, Freddie, biologically speaking, I would imagine all of them have vaginas.
So, all right. So we got that. Every other woman has a vagina. How many women are in this world? Would you guess?
Right, Danielle? Freddie, I don't know. There's 7 billion people on the planet.
So there are billions of women in this world. If you let's take it further. Let's juxtapose how many women there are to men. Would you agree with this statement that there are more women than there are men in this world?
I don't know. I actually don't know the answer to that. I don't know. Are there?
Okay, well, I'll tell you, there are more women in this world than men. There are more women than men. So with all those amalgamated together, you have all this vagina in the world. There is no way in this world you have something can be numbered in the billions and have value. Name me one thing that is numbered in the billions and is that plentiful.
You tell that to Bishop
Don
Juan that there's no value in vagina. You tell that to Bishop Don Juan. You tell that to Bishop Don Juan that there's no value.
No. You talking about a pimp? You talking about a pimp? Somebody who peddles vagina. That's like me going to a diamond seller, like, are diamonds valuable? Of course he's gonna tell me, yeah, he sells diamonds.
I'm just saying. There's somebody that disagrees with your perspective.
Drea, the vagina you got is damn near the same vagina that Danielle got. And
are
Danielle
you out of your mind? How are you gonna compare my vagina to Danielle's? How?
What am I doing with the vagina?
Why would you say that me and Danielle's vagina are the same? Sorry, Danielle.
Because I'm going to what she said. I'm going about what she said. She said she bringing some sweet vagina to the table. What I'm saying is, if that is the case, then a lot of women got vagina. A lot of women, every single woman got vagina. Now it just comes down to how your vagina is constructed. Yes, every piece of vagina ain't the same, but it's still in the same pantheon. Some women got better vagina than other women. It's just how it's created. But the thing is that if you're basing what you bring to the table based off what something that every single other woman got, because the thing is if like, so for example, Drea, if say for instance we were married and you bring in vagina to the table, if I sample another piece of vagina, is there something wrong with that?
Freddie, you were making it sound like, first of all, this is the main focus of what this woman was talking about.
No. I've already addressed. Wait, I already addressed everything else she said was support.
Freddie.
Because she basically, here's the thing. She basically said a whole bunch of ways that she could support her man, which I agree with. Then she threw in vagina and then threw in a podcast recommendation to be clever.
Sex is a part of a relationship, Freddie. That is absolutely a part of it. There are many
A
marriages.
podcast recommendation?
Absolutely a podcast recommendation. I'm supporting you.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And
So
vice
here's the
versa.
thing.
Freddie,
Here's the
there are
thing.
people
Here's
that are
the thing.
not having sex. There are people that are not having sex. There are women who are like, I'm not having sex with my husband. There are men who are like, I'm not having sex with my wife. There's sexless marriages. Okay.
And I get that, but listen, that's sex. She said she's bringing sweet vagina, not good sex.
I mean, she's saying sex, Freddie. I mean, come on.
No, she's not. That's what I'm trying to your
I don't
point.
think she literally means I'm showing up with a vagina.
Drea, okay, let me finish my point.
Okay, go ahead.
Let me finish my point.
Okay.
He said what she said. I get that there are a lot of married couples that are not having sex. But the thing is, I date women. I've heard this a lot of times before. Like, I'm bringing vagina, not bringing sex. I'm bringing vagina. Just the mere fact of my presence is blessing you enough to where then you should do this. Because that's the thing. Like, women, like so Daniel, she said I was splitting hairs. Thing is, ladies, y'all don't date other women. Me as a man dating women, I've literally heard women like, I got the vagina, so I make the rules. I'm here, so you should do this, that, and the third. Like, women believe that their presence and the fact that they just have a vagina, that's value. We don't even get to the sex part yet. We don't even get to the intimacy part yet. We don't even get to that part yet. I've talked to chicks that is like, I told the one chick, she was like, she the firstborn daughter, and so then I just should be doing this, that, and the third. Just because she the firstborn daughter. Like, I've heard all types of wild stuff in my life as a man based off women just my presence. Me just texting you back. I've had women say, I text you back. That's good enough. The fact that I text you back, yes, there are a lot of women happy.
That feel like that. And there are a lot of men who honor that, and they feed into that.
But listen, that's what I'm saying. When she just said, I'm bringing sweet vagina, the point is that a lot of women, like, has nothing to do with sex. Is it that I'm bringing vagina to the table, and I believe that my vagina is great for whatever reason. I believe it's great. And so the fact that I have great vagina on me and I'm in your presence, then that's what I bring to the table, and that's value. And the thing is that what I tell women, and anytime I have conversations with women, because women didn't conflate, they bring in money and all of the other type of stuff to the table. None of that matters. The only thing that matters to a man, the main thing, the paramount, by far, if you're a woman and you have these two things, you are bringing a lot to the table, and you are head and shoulders above the vast majority of women. If you are agreeable and adaptable, you bringing that to the table, that's you bringing something to the table. That, just like a man has to bring provision and protection, a woman has to bring agreeability and adaptation to the table. You bring those two things to the table, that is valuable, because the thing is that vice versa, they don't work for the. So a woman can't bring protection and provision to a man, and that's valuable to me, because it's not valuable if a woman brings that to a man, and vice versa. A man can't bring adaptability and agreeability to a woman, because that's not valuable to her. She doesn't want it. So, but to each sex, each gender, that's valuable. A woman has to be adaptable and agreeable. Bring that to the table. Then we talk about something. If you're not bringing those two things to the table as a woman, you ain't bringing nothing to the table.
Freddie, how does that differ from support? Like being adaptable and agreeable? Like, isn't that the same thing as supporting your man?
No, it's not. It's not the same thing as it's no, because here's the thing. Because the thing is, you got to be very specific when you talk about the thing. Like, we talk about splitting hairs, because the thing is, I've literally been in situations to where if you're not specific, it's like, I'm supporting you, but the thing is, you're missing the adaptability and agreeability. You can support somebody, and it may not fall into those lines. So it's like this. It's like, for example, you remember Mav?
Agreeable, not supporting.
Listen, Ray, like, you got to listen to what I'm saying. Listen.
Freddie, I'm allowed to
for example,
and ask a question.
No, you're allowed to interject, but not every single sentence.
Freddie, I've been quiet for 2 minutes. I timed myself.
So You remember in math class when they would talk about a rectangle and a square?
Sure.
How a square is a rectangle, but a rectangle ain't a square?
Sure.
So it's the same concept when you talk about support and then adaptability and agreeability. Because the thing is like, yes, support is important, but paramount is adaptability and agreeability. Like once you're doing those, then support falls in that. But that is, you got to make sure those two things are being supplied first and foremost. Because you can support somebody, and then also the thing is a lot of women, they think they're supporting. I think that I'm supporting because I'm doing this, and this will be helpful to you. And so the thing is, like, that may not be helpful to me because I'm actually trying to do something different. But you think you're supporting me, that, oh, I'm improving what you're doing. But it's like, no, you're actually pulling away from what I'm doing, what I'm trying to get done. And so the thing is in a relationship, you got to be step for step with that person. So the thing is if you're trying to be, as a woman, you're trying to be step for step with a man and you think you're supporting him, but you're always bumping heads with him, obviously you chose the wrong leader.
Well, I guess you did, Freddie, but I will stand on what I said. And I think what she said is true because a lot of men ask this question.
Look,
and
Freddie, men
saying
can
it.
say they are bringing good D to the table. But
And they absolutely do say that, Danielle. They absolutely, okay? They will add that in the list real quick, okay? And it was not her first talking point. Great point, Danielle. Definitely.
But that differs. Like when we talk about men and women are different. So that differs a little bit because, like I said before, and I say all the time, women are led by emotions, men are led by logic.
But and also, you always say women have the power with sex and who they have sex to. Again, saying vagina does have value. Do you know what I mean? Like we have the
power. It doesn't have value. Vagina does not have value. No.
I disagree.
I mean, because the thing is, like,
I don't think that's what she was saying, that it's just a vagina that you're bringing to the table. Like, it is way more. It's deeper than that. That's not what she's saying. That's not. I
get vagina anywhere.
What?
I get vagina anywhere.
Freddie, well, bravo to you. Because let me tell you something. There are a lot of men who do not agree with you. The average guy right now, and this is what I want to say to some of the ladies too, because I listen, I fall into this too. You break up with someone, you think a guy's just out there getting it in every day. Freddie, not men feel like that. They can just go get sex whenever. Women can. Women absolutely can, but there aren't men out there just like, oh, I can get sex whenever I want. That is not how that works. Men have to work a little bit harder to have sex. Yes, they do. Absolutely. Do you know there's a whole group of men who never have sex and they hate women? I mean, come on.
No, yeah, I know it's the MGTOW guys. I know. I
see the incels. Okay.
Yeah. The thing is like a man can purchase sex if he really like. He can go. And the thing is here's the thing, Drea. A man, especially an American man, can literally go to any third world country and walk around the club area, and there are women there that will that you can purchase.
Then go overseas, yes, and go get vagina, Freddie.
Drea, like
I'm talking about, if you are looking for a woman to be your partner, what this woman is talking about makes sense. Okay,
sex
not
come
just
with
to go
that.
actually have sex. All right,
sex come with it. If I'm dating a chick, sex don't come with it. She don't give it up. If we dating long enough, she gonna eventually give it up. And they come with that. But what I'm talking about is like having sex. Like the thing is like you got a particular vagina, and it also, if a dude is putting value in vagina, that's a problem for you, because the thing is having sex with just your vagina for years, that will get old. And if he put value in getting vagina, that means that there's going to come a time to where, like, okay, it's time for me to have sex and experience another vagina other than yours, if he's putting value in it. Women don't like that.
At some point.
That's the thing. Like, women don't get that part. Like, and that's the part that blows me about all of this. We had these conversations, and when we had these conversations, men are more partial to understanding women than women are to understanding men.
I will say that part is true about the sex part.
Women will talk in a way that men, y'all this and this was value and this what it is, and then that's it on it. And if you don't agree, then it's something's wrong with you, and you intimidated by us, and you something wrong with you. And it's like what?
Come on.
Come on. Like, how many times have you seen women like, oh, I just intimidate him. I just this. Something's wrong with him. He
That's
get his
thing.
weight up.
That's the thing. That is absolutely a thing. That is absolutely a thing.
Men don't say that about women. Men don't say, "Oh, she just intimidated by me." Men be like, "Oh, you need to get your." Men tell me, "You need to get your game up. You need to get your weight up. You need to do
I
this
don't think
better."
so, buddy. But they don't
Like,
want you to get your game up. You're supposed to be some little feminine nugget who doesn't say anything and just be agreeable.
I got a question. Have you ever heard a man say a woman is intimidated by him?
Yes, I have.
You've heard that a lot? You've heard that? Okay, compare that
Freddie,
to how
but the
much you've
question
heard
was,
women say
have
that.
I heard it? The question was, have I heard it? And I have.
You heard it one time?
Because there are men that no, it's not one time, Freddie. Don't be ridiculous. It's not one time. Because there are men that do call certain women to step up to a certain level. And I've definitely heard women say, "Ooh, you know what? This is a little intimidating for me." Yes, I have heard that. Now, do they step up to the call and go forward with it?
No, that's not what I asked you.
Yes, they do go forward with it. But men, when they're intimidated by women, they retreat and they leave.
That's not what I asked you. I asked you, have you heard men say that? Oh, like about a woman, like she's intimidated by me, and so she can't handle me.
She can't step up. Yes, I have heard that, Freddie, from a man's mouth. Yes, I have.
Okay, so you heard that from a man's mouth. Now, just suppose that with a woman. How many times you heard that from a woman saying about a man and a man saying about a woman?
Oh, well, I mean, Freddie, to be fair, I have more girlfriends than I do guy friends. So, I mean.
No, I ain't talking about your girlfriends and your guy friends. I'm talking about just in the zeitgeist, online, all that stuff.
That matters in terms of conversation and numbers, right? So I have definitely more for my male friends because my ratio of guy friends to girlfriends is different. So yeah.
So then think about the ratio of guy friends and then the times you've heard it, and then the ratio of girlfriends and times you heard girls say it.
I actually don't hear it as much anymore. I actually heard it more in my early 30s. But I don't hear that as much anymore because I think the dating pool has changed.
Yeah, I think as women get older, they start to be like, "Ooh, okay, I was saying this," and like, okay, you get older, and especially the crowds you around, those women start to, "Ooh, okay, yeah, I need to
okay, thank you for adding that caveat because the crowd I am around, there are men who do say that because it's true. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. The crowd you're around, like you actually have men who are like, "Oh, they live in this big, gigantic life," and then women come and like, "Ooh, wow!" Like if I get with him, like my mindset gotta change. Like he put me in places that I haven't been.
It does happen, right? So it does. You can be intimidated by a man.
And so, but what I'm saying is, men, like, yeah. The thing is the actual likelihood of a woman being intimidated by a man is actually more likely than a man being intimidated by a woman.
Whoa, there, you glitched a little.
Right.
Come on back.
But the thing is that women say it more. Women just be like, "He intimidated by me." It's like, no.
We're obviously more vocal and more emotionally. We talk about our feelings. We're just saying stuff. Men aren't like sitting around talking, "Yo, boy, she intimidated." I mean, that's not happening. Okay.
No, it's not even that.
They're not even saying it to their guy friends. They're talking about it. You know,
it's not even that. It's a lot of women miscategorize things. Like they miscategorize a man just don't want to deal with them as he's intimidated by me. It's like, no, I don't want to deal with you because you're a headache. That's it. I'm not intimidated by you.
You get intimidated by women. I had a girlfriend. She wanted to date with this guy, and listen, she wanted to date with him. He was a up and coming actor. Whatever. Drove a Hyundai. It is what it is. No shade to Hyundai. Just giving all the things for.
I think it's some great cars, low key though.
No, that's what I'm saying. No to Hyundai. It's for the story. Anyway, so she shows up with her BMW, her Chanel bag. He makes her a meal, and he starts acting a little funny. He's staring at her bag, he's staring at her purse, and he's thinking, and I get it. He never called her again after the date, by the way. And he's thinking, oh, this is who this woman is. This is how I got to show up. And yes, she does very well for her. She owns her place, all these things. This man, you cannot tell me he didn't want to deal with anything. She went to his home, which was, he did not own it, and that's fine. I'm just saying these things for text. And this made him feel some type of way. He started asking her very specific questions about this, about that. And I mean, number one, I think it was their second date, he cooked for her at his house, and so there were just all these little signs that like, maybe he wasn't ready to like step up to where she was. And she was not that type of chick. She was like, I really like this guy. I like how we were talking. Never call her again. And to this day, she's like, I do not know what happened. And I'm like, well,
did she call him?
What? Yes,
she call him?
Yeah.
And what happened?
Nothing. Ghosted.
She
But he
called
said,
him and
bye.
he didn't answer.
He did not answer. And he ended up liking a photo like 6 months later on her Instagram. But like, yeah, he went ghost. And she thought they had a great time. But she was like, I remember this moment where he's sitting there staring at my bag and like, and she's like, whoa, what's going on here? And I was like, girl, you know.
I mean,
It is
what I will say is, even with me, like, it's girls that I've met and girls that I've seen and so on and so forth. And a lot of times, but you see that girl, like, you know, she got, you know, every picture is super manicured and she got the Louis bag and she here, she there, she doing this, she at this place. Like me in my mind, it looks like a lot of maintenance. It's like I see a lot of maintenance. So then it's like, okay, do I want to go into this situation and deal with this woman who needs all this maintenance, to where like I start to invest, and it's like, okay, no, you got to invest 10 times more than what you invest in, and for even a possibility to smell her feet. And then if not, then and if not, then she's gonna talk to you like she's beneath you. Because the thing is what men understand with women is y'all fight with y'all mouths. Like y'all not physical. Y'all not gonna beat nobody up, but your tongue is sharp and it can cut and slice the soul of a being. That's how women are. And so that's what women
oh my
possess.
God,
Not how
Freddie.
they not excuse me, wait, let me pull it back. Now, I'm not saying that's not how women are, but women possess that trait more so than the man. A man doesn't come with a sharp tongue to cut you down and cut your soul, all that type of stuff. That's not how we're built. Women have that range to do that. And so then as a man, you looking at these situations, it's like, do I want to go down this path? And then sometimes you may erroneously peg a woman in that way, and she may not be that. Which is, here's the thing, like if I meet a chick and I actually start talking to you, I give you a chance to show me and tell me who you are. Some men don't have the EQ to get to that point to where like, okay, let me decipher this woman, let her tell me who she is, and let me just enjoy the relationship. Because I also do understand that there are some women who have a lot of things, but they're not on that type of time. They like, okay, if I like you and I'm looking at your intangibles. Like a lot of women, like there's some women who are very elevated of mind. But the thing is, that's rare. That's a rare ask for a woman to be that elevated of mind, to be able to decipher all these different things and know, like, okay, your financial standing is temporary. I can see that. Okay, like the money, like where you're going, the money will be there. And even if it is there, like everything else that you bring is valuable to me, and you just don't happen to have the money, and that's fine for me, because the mental, the emotional, the spiritual, the intellectual is there. Financial
Okay,
just ain't there. And so
I
some
want to
women can see past that and see that, but that's rare though.
I want to play this real quick. This is not on our bingo card today, but we brought up the subject of being intimidated by a woman, and you said somebody being high maintenance, and this made me think of this clip. So I want to share this real quick.
Oh, now you can share clips. Okay.
Well, it's
7. Let me tell you why. 10. Fine as all body.
Oh.
Fine, everything like that. Got it going on. Too much maintenance. A 9. That's a problem too. Because you got enough people telling her she's a 10, but I'm acting that way. And by the way, the ones that ain't acting that way still require more from you than what others might. You got to be up on your game. That's problematic. 8. That's ideal. Because that's really, really good looking. She got it going on. But at the same time, there's a level of independence, which is never a bad thing, until she's so independent that she's making you feel like you need to be more dependent on her. And too much time that's wasting away where you're not feeling like that dude. You're feeling like a dude, not that dude. Here the strong 7 comes in. She can compete with an 8, but her mentality is not that of an 8. So she's more appreciative of you wanting her. Therefore, she treats you like she wants you. As a result, y'all have more of a good time together.
now, okay. I want to say,
So wait,
one of the comments.
Look, I think once again you got a bunch of stuff saved to your computer and it's slowing your computer down. So let me say that.
I know, that's why I can't do it, Freddie. And every time I play a clip, it freezes me. That's why I can't play clips anymore. But I wanted to play that one.
Okay. But yeah, no, but this is gospel.
This is okay. First of all, one of the comments in here was like, why is a 2 telling us that, about dating a 7 and all this stuff? I bet 10 months, the
Why is
standard of
it
the state
2?
would never be ashamed of you, gentlemen. They were saying, why is a 2 telling us who to date? They're calling him a 2.
Stephen A. Smith is a 2?
Well, that's what somebody said in the comments, Freddie. Well, anyway, first of all, rating women on the system, I think, is ridiculous, number one. Number two, this is to your point about maintenance, dating the baddies and the 10s and the girls who are manicured with the BBLs and all the things and all the stuff that comes with that. Yeah. The girl he's showing right there has a BBL. 100%. And
no, he not showing her. Somebody else put that up there. Stephen A. didn't put that up there.
Well, whoever the girls follow, whatever, they did it. They put a clip up there. She has a BBL, and she's considered a 10.
Anybody.
I'm just, Freddie. You get the point.
Ain't nobody equaling the BBL like that. That's goofy stuff. But go ahead.
I love that. I love that. It's one of the things I love about you. Okay, that you're not one of those dudes. But there's a lot of men who equate this fully manicured, perfectly in place, photoshopped BBL lifestyle to be the 10. And it's true. And I understand.
That's to have fun. That's to have fun.
Okay, it doesn't matter. They're still equating these women
as 10s.
No, it doesn't.
It does matter.
No.
It does.
No, it doesn't. Freddie, it doesn't matter. I'm just saying,
remember I said marriage material, mattress material?
In particular. Yes, but these are the women that they're calling
mattress
10s.
material. Mattress. Come on.
Anyway, my point is that at the end of the day, I'm not saying, and there's no shade to these women that do that. Like, if this is what you want to do, do your thing. There's plenty of men, I'm sure, that will still, wed these women, I suppose. I don't know. But I'm sure it happens all the time. But my point is, it's to your point when you talk about like the maintenance that comes with the woman. And sometimes some of these conversations are a little tough because we do get away from the aspect of just humanity and like what's on the inside of a person and what they're bringing to the table and their hearts and their souls and just connecting with a human being. And all of this stuff goes out the window. And I used to talk a lot about that when we first started this podcast, about you connect with someone, it's organic and things work. And some of these things just, they don't even really, it's not that they don't matter, but it's not coming up in this way. It's like I connected, we like each other, we hung out, they called me, I called them, it worked, and we just did the thing. The couple I told you about where they got together, the guy was broke, and then she made the money, he made the money. And she was like, it's more about the partnership. It's not about all these other things. But anyway, so to your point, this guy's saying, yeah, date the strong 7 because the 10s are, as you said, too much maintenance.
Yeah, I mean, I've said this like plenty of time early on in my life. Like, like a dude when he like, all right, I'm gonna get married. Like, dude's looking to marry like a strong 7. Like, that's like, boom, she cute, she look good. I don't need her to be crazy fine. She look good to me. Strong 7. She got boom, 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 and then she got more of a realistic, like, normally those women you find. Why'd you highlight this? What the women? I just said. I think this is a great question.
I think this is a great question.
I already answered it.
That's it. Agreeable and adaptable.
Adaptability.
Freddie, I think if you told some men that, they'd be like, no, that's not enough.
Yep, I didn't say
that's it. Sam to weigh in on this. Sam, is that all you're looking for?
That's the main thing. Like, yes, outside of that, you want like other like little accoutrements and little shrubbery around that, but that's the main 2 things. If she's not bringing that, then like the vast majority of men, or probably all men, do not want her. Like, we don't want you. Like, we'll have fun, one night you, one and done you, but keep it moving. Like, I'm not about to marry you. I'm not about to deal with that. And so going back to what Stephen A. is saying, like when a woman is a dime, like that means that dude's been trying to get at her nonstop. So her mind is on a whole nother level. 9, the same thing. A 9, like sometimes even worse, because she's not even a dime. I mean, you splitting hairs at that point. God, but she's not even a dime. But then she move and act like a dime, and it's like, baby girl, like, relax. You ain't just like stop it. And then on top of that, the part he failed to mention is that when you got a 9 or a 10 or even a strong 8, then you got to deal with going places and then other dudes like making a scene about your chick. Then you got to deal with that part.
Right,
and it's like
screams male insecurity. I'm sorry, it does.
No, it's not. No, it has nothing to do with insecurities. Like I don't feel like dealing with that. I would just rather not. That's like when like it's places and things that you do, Drea, that you go there because there's comfortability there, and you could like it might be a gym you go to work out. You could go to a gym that has better equipment, bigger, nicer, and all of that. But there's some things there that you just don't feel like dealing with. I just don't want to deal with that. So I go with this simpler gym that's not as nice, not as robust, but it's simple. It's like it has exactly what I need. I can do what I need, and I ain't got to worry about nothing else. I go to this gym, I can do what I need and do a whole bunch of extra stuff, but then I got to worry about doing all the other stuff. Like this other gym might got saunas and massage, but then you got to remember, like, oh, okay, am I on my cycle? Do I want to get massage? I got to bring
oh my God,
shoes?
Freddie.
I gotta bring extra shoes. I gotta bring a robe. I gotta bring this, and then these people there, like this gym, George Clooney and all them go to. That's in my world of acting, and then I gotta make sure I gotta have a full face on. I don't want to look just regular. So I don't feel like dealing with all that. I just want to go get a workout. I'm going to get a workout.
I will play devil's advocate and add a little bit of age into this equation, because I understand, like, as we older, like some of these things make a lot more sense. But generally speaking, in my opinion, this screams male insecurity. Hi, Dusty. How are you? Daniel, and okay, so Sam, I want to just highlight what Sam said. First thing he says, sex, silence, compliance, non-aggressive, complimenting to the mission in all caps. So
sandwiches. You have to put sandwiches in there.
Oh, sandwiches. Sorry. God, can't forget the sandwiches. Jeez. Right. I mean, this just sounds so insane to me. It sounds sex, silence, Sam. I mean, what is happening? So just be quiet, make a sandwich, comply, don't be aggressive, and complete my mission. Okay. I mean,
agreeability and adaptability. That's what I said. Those are the main two things. Because when we talk about sex, like thing is, sex and vagina are
started with sex, by the way.
Listen. Sex and vagina are related, but they're not the same thing. But the thing is, you can have a vagina, but you aren't willing to engage in the proper sex. You're not willing to engage how I want you to engage. You want to do it how you want to do it, when you want to do it. You want to totally dictate it, which a lot of women do, because women hold access to sex. You're not having sex unless the woman says okay. So a lot of women, they realize that, and they're like, oh, this is my power, so I'm going to wield it how I want to wield it. And so then when you having sex, it's all based on her. And so the thing is, when we talk about sex, we talk about, like, yeah, you having the sex and the sex being there, good sex being there, but it must be something that is inclusive of him. Like, you know what he needs, when he wants it, all these other things, and then you're implementing it to, like, okay, I'm tailoring this to him. And that's what I'm saying. It's not just about you having a sweet vagina, because if that's the case, like, it's plenty out there. If you're gonna do it however you want to do, like with me, I don't even deal with chicks who want to have sex on their accord. If they want to do it how they want to do it, when they want to do it, all that type of stuff, I don't even deal with it. I'm good. I'm fine.
Freddie, okay, no, I don't think that that's fair. Like, nobody should be having sex the way they want it, only when they want it, how they want it, in any relationship. That's insane.
I agree. But a lot of women do that, though.
You can't just show up and say, I'm doing it what I want. You have to include your partner, or you're never going to have great sex. I mean, that's you can't be selfish.
A lot of women do that, though. That's my point.
Okay, well, I don't agree with that. But I'm saying, I think,
Bray, you know what? That's good that you don't agree. That when you with your partner, you like want to know what he wants, and then you're supplying that. That's wonderful.
I mean, that's silly. That doesn't make any sense. But Dusty and Danielle are right. It does go both ways, Freddie. It goes both ways.
Duh.
So
2 + 2 is 4. Duh.
I'm just saying, but there's just a little push, obviously, today on women. Silent women are winning more games than the woman.
That's what the clip was about.
But Freddie, we're going to disagree on this. Shocking. When she said sweet pea, she's talking about sex. She's not just talking about having a vagina.
No, she's not. I'm telling you from
Danielle's
experience.
Right. We're splitting hairs.
I'm telling you from experience. I'm literally telling you, like, women, when they talk about, like, sweet vagina,
Freddie,
talking about their vagina,
this clip are two different things. I agree with you what you're saying, but this clip is not what you're saying. I agree with you on your experience.
No. A lot of women believe that I have a vagina, so that is value. I just show up.
I agree with you on that.
There
I
is
agree
no
with you.
execution. The thing is in her case, I'm bringing vagina, and she shows up, and she want to do it how she want to do it. It's like, what?
Oh, Danielle says you need a hug, Freddie. Do you want a hug?
I mean, hugs are always fine. Hugs are always fine.
Oh my
But I
God.
mean,
Okay, we
but
have like 10 minutes
if
left.
ain't nobody
Freddie.
about to give me a hug, then
Freddie, I will give you a hug. No problem. You're my homie. Okay, so let's move on to our next. Let's do the divorce one because I'm sure you'll love to go in on
we had
that.
50 minutes. I thought we were.
Are we done? Okay, fine. We'll just wrap it up then. We'll wrap it up. We can hit it real quick.
I told you I knew we were gonna get to all three. I knew that. And I felt like we might get
thought
to
we'd at
that.
least
I
get
knew
to
that
2.
clip was a monster. I knew that clip was a monster.
I didn't think it was going to be that big of a monster, to be honest. I really didn't. I thought we could go in like 30 minutes.
And Dusty, like, look, like some of you need to camp. Dusty, if you're not gonna cam up, like Muggsy from the side, just throwing pebbles and stuff. Okay, Freddie, you need to find a good girl. What is this? Freddie needs to find a right. Like send Dusty the link. Tell him to cam up. What is he talking about? What is Dusty talking about? I don't know what he's talking about.
It's true. I mean, listen, I
what
think
are you talking about?
We need to find the right people. We both need to find the right people.
No, everybody needs the right person.
Whatever that means.
What is Dusty talking about, though? What is he saying? I don't know what he's saying.
Talking about women leading. What are you talking about? Nobody said that. This is clearly a sore subject for Freddie tonight.
No. I mean, I guess you could say it is sore from the standpoint of like I said, experience. Because like I said, I've been in a situation where I have women directly tell me like, I have the vagina, I make the rules, or like we're talking and it's like I communicate and try to effectively communicate. Like this is something I've been working on the past decade, and effectively communicate to her like, hey, this is what I'm thinking, da da da. And then there's no reciprocation. And then when you really press, and it's like, hey, look, when you text, I text you back. When you call me, I answer. It's like, that's your answer to what I said, to me saying like, hey, like, I like you, I want to see you, and that's your answer.
This is low emotional EQ. These women sound very immature, and that is not the type of. These sound like girls and not women. Because if you're leading with sex like that, I think that is not the move. That is not the move, and that shows a level of juvenile mindset. And you shouldn't be talking to them anyway.
That's what what I'm saying is women of all ages have said it. Like you can run because the thing is I mean, Dre, you know me, like it's women in the 40s and women in their 20s. It's been like this since I was in my 20s. Chicks of the whole pantheon.
I mean, that's silly. And now I understand that women use sex sometimes as a manipulation tactic and use it in ways. I think if you're saying, especially if you're being that acute about it, I have a vagina and so this is how it needs to be. I mean, that's not someone we're building with. I mean, those conversations. That's silly.
Of course not.
That's silly. We're moving on.
But here's the thing.
That sounds like mattress material, as you would
right. Say. And so to what Danielle just said, like that's things women have said to me, and then I've seen it said just period, like online and in conversations at house parties, at sex. Like I've heard this not only just women talk to me, I've heard this period. Like women from like a wide swath, lots of women think that their presence suffices. The fact that I answer you, that suffices. The fact that
I showed up to the date. You're welcome.
like how many times have we heard like what I got ready for the date? Like I did all this work to get ready for this date.
To be fair, as a woman who has to put some time in, because I've definitely gone on dates and I just want to give the guy my Sephora bill and be like, listen, this is a waste of my time. I did all of this. Like, what's happening? I mean, I feel that. I do feel that a little bit. I'm like, here is the link.
Send Dusty the link because Dusty, you're not on YouTube. You're not on our YouTube. If you was on our YouTube, I could just drop the link in our chat and you would get it. But you're on Facebook, so I can't drop the link in the chat for you to get it.
Dusty, come back next week. Come back next week and we'll do it. Come back next week. We only have 5 minutes. But I'm just saying, we don't have time for a cam up right now. We're about to wrap it up.
Are you about to wrap it up? Like I said, like if you like the thing is, guys, you want to cam up, it's way easy. Go to our YouTube, please go to our YouTube. Danielle, Dusty, go to our YouTube, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you know when we go live, and then you can cam up so much easier. And if anything you want to say, you want to hop in, you want even if you want to hop in 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 10 minutes, you can hop in, say your piece, and hop back out the whole nine. But it's way easier for us as well on our YouTube because we can see your comments in order, and then we, like I said, we can also message back and forth to you. So yeah, Dusty, I see you always see on Facebook. Go to our YouTube. You can see our YouTube at the bottom at the Token of the Truth, and link with us there. Everybody else, like, comment, subscribe on our YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe wherever you're watching. Like, comment, subscribe right now. If we could get these likes up, please
do that.
Get the likes up, please. Like, comment, subscribe right now. And then once you leave, go to our YouTube, connect with us there, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. And Tuesday nights we'll get back in because Dre and I, we really want to make this a community, not just us. You know what I mean? Because I have my views. Dre has her weird views, and so we really want to make.
I know you did not, Freddie. You know what? You just be trying to come for me. You and Sam. Thank you, Sam. I will take that though. We love the Token of the Truth. Subscribe. Okay, we'll take that. The one thing I agree with you on, Sam. The one thing I agree with you on. Oh my God, I love it. Hi, Danny Carp. What's going on? Yes, please subscribe.
That's Danielle. It's Danielle. Look, same picture. Yeah. So, but we want to make this a community where everybody can hop in and say whatever it is. That's why we put the comments up. So we had comments, and people can, you guys can also be in the comments as well, chatting back and forth. And then if anybody, you feeling froggy, Andrea said something that you didn't agree with, I said something you didn't agree with, you can hop in and we can talk it out and come to some type of understanding. So that's really, really what it is. But yeah, I mean, but that Stephen A. clip, it's funny. Somebody said that to me because I've said this way before he even said it. And like I said, at the end of the day, men want peace of mind. We want peace of mind. We want peace. We want to chill. We don't want a whole bunch of extra stuff. And it is not like an intimidation.
You know what? There are a lot of women, like, I get it, but sometimes this whole viewpoint of men want peace and men want this and da-da-da-da-da, sometimes I think when women are hearing this over and over and over again, it's almost as if you're telling women they have to like be this caricature of themselves to like make a man in a household peaceful just for the man. And it's like, yeah, I get it if you're doing to provide. And listen, let me finish. I'm just telling you what it sounds like. And it's like if you have an opinion, you're talking and you're asking questions, you're doing all this stuff, you're not bringing in peace. So, oh God, you're trying to mess up the household. But it's like, this is like pretty, common. Like some men just kind of go, okay, whatever. Like just do whatever. I don't care. Right? Because it's like women are going to women. Women are going to women. You know what I mean? And so, it is what it is. And if you love your man and your heart's with your man, where are you going? What are you doing? Do you love me? What's happening? I love you. What are you thinking about? I mean, I don't know. Okay.
I mean, the thing is, like, people can watch our reality show and see me and you interact, and you will see what I mean by like peace. Like, okay, men want peace. Women don't. Women, that's not how y'all total pole. Like, yeah, peace would be nice, but there are a lot of things that are above peace that y'all want to get to, that y'all want to address, and peace falls below that.
What's going on? What are you thinking, and why?
Exactly. So to Danny's point, women want peace too. Like,
that is peace. That's my peace, is knowing what the hell's going on. Then I get some peace. Okay.
Exactly. But
yeah, exactly. And this is going to be an ongoing thing. Ongoing with men and women. Okay. Going. It's true. It's true.
Hey man. But like I said, I'm just here. I just try to help women. That's all I can do, is try to help and give y'all the game.
Yeah, what are you helping men as well? We're helping people, Freddie. We're helping.
Well, I mean, I've been helping men since day one. Like, I don't ever. I mean, because the thing is I'm around men. I talk to men, so like I'm talking to them and telling them what it is. Like, hey, look, you need to do this, da da da. Like, I'm harder on men than I am on women. Just like Kevin Samuels, since you be wanting to bring him up all the time.
Oh yeah, I was about to literally say Junior KS right here, you guys. Right.
I'm harder on men than I am on women. So.
Oh please, yeah, right. You guys go back and watch the episodes and tell me where you're hard on men, please.
No, you don't hear the conversations, the private conversations I have with all the dudes that I know. Like, they get checked.
We'd like to publicly know. Okay. All right, guys. We'll see you this week, Tuesday, same time, same place. Bye.
Drea, fix your computer.